Hey, welcome back to the channel, Coach Hunt. I hope you guys are doing well. And in this video, I wanted to talk about one of the smart ways that you can increase your intuition easily and quickly. And so let's get started. And thank you for joining. One of the ways that I love to do this is utilize the SMART acronym, of course, specific. Having that framework in your journal is imperative. First, you want to choose your desire, your goal, and what area of your life do you want your intuition to be able to manifest more deeply. I think about it like this right now, and I am focusing on my finances and I am writing about my finances with my intuition. I'm asking myself questions about my finances and what I should do next and what should I save? Where should the money go? Should this go into investment? Should it go over here? So I'm really clear and specific, which is the S part of the acronym for the SMART. And so when you're doing this, you know that the intuition and the message that you get from divine love is really focused on one thing versus just everything about your life. That's how you can strengthen the voice within your mindset, in your gut and in your heart, and you can actually know where your intuition nudges really come from. The other thing is having it measurable. The main way that I know how to measure my intuition and knowing that I've done the right thing and I was obedient to divine love, to the universe, to God, whomever that ultimate infinite intelligence sources for you is that you do journal. You write the question in your journal and you wait for the information. Sometimes the information comes that day, sometimes it comes in a week, but whatever it is, you have the evidence and that is the way you can measure it and you can and when you do measure it, you can know exactly if it was a word or if it was a direction, if it was a hunch, was it a song? Because your intuition can come through in a lot of different ways. That inner knowing will come, that wisdom will come and drop down to you in one way, shape, or form. And that's one of my best ways to definitely measure if I'm getting it right or if I'm getting it wrong, so to speak. Actionable or achievable. Yes, your intuition is achievable. You can grow it at any time. You can smash it and not obey it and not listen to it, but it's definitely achievable because when we ask for something, we will receive it. The seed is sown, and we just have to wait for the harvest. And that harvest is individual wisdom. One of the greatest things that we can do is utilize our faith in our everyday lives, in our everyday moments of direction. Sometimes it could be silly little things like what toothpaste should I buy or what vitamins do I need, things of that nature. But those things help build the faith factor and the truth factor for yourself. So those are those are just some small little tweaks that you can do to ensure that you're measuring and that the goals that you're doing are achievable. The small things at the store, the small things when you're driving. For instance, today I got pulled over, and the officer said that I didn't put on my blinker when I made a right turn. Now, that's not like me, none whatsoever. And I thought to myself, I said, did I not put on my blinker? And then in that moment, I was like, God, well, if I didn't put on my blinker, I do apologize. I said, well, hopefully he gives me a warning, but you know how police officers are. But anyway, he took my license, went back, did what he do what they do. And he said, thank you. If it came back, he said, I'm just gonna give you a warning. Remember to pay attention to this and that. And I was just like, yes, thank you, officer. But right then and there, my intuition told me, don't panic, don't start getting mad, allow my emotions to just calm down. Cause I was coming from the gym. Maybe I was in a hurry. I was trying to go get my donut. Now I'm not sure if I want to eat it or not. We'll see after this live. But that is one way that my intuition worked in that moment to just be quiet, be still, and just have the faith that I was not going to get a ticket. So another aspect of the SMART acronym or within the framework is time bound. Now, in that moment, that intuition was instant. But in some moments, my intuition will not speak to me instantly. It will take a while. And that is how my mentor says she doesn't go through time, she goes through space. And Mina Arfan. And today I was in a meeting with her regarding our book club, and that really resonated with me to go through space and not time because I love Star Wars. Not Star Wars. I don't love Star Wars. I love Star Trek. I love Star Trek. And when they go through warp speed and things of that nature, they're going through space. And it really doesn't matter with the time because they're doing light years. And I always thought that was fascinating. But when she said it just hit a little differently. And so now when I think of time bound, I'm thinking about the space in between my goal and me. It's almost like that scripture when they say, when you take one step, God takes two steps towards you. So your goal takes two steps towards you, or your intuition gives you two more steps for you to be even more closer so you can be a co-creator in your dreams and in the things that you desire in this lifetime. Um, yeah, so those are just my quick little tips of how to use your intuition and to increase it by using the SMART acronym. If you guys have any questions or you haven't want any more clarities, or if you want me to, if you have any questions about your intuition and how to actually utilize it or expand it and really trust yourself, please put it in the comments. I am open and willing to answer anything. I'm not an AI. I'm not a robot here in my crown era. And yeah, so yeah, thank you guys so much for being here on this live. I look forward to reading the comments in the replay. And this is Coach Hunt. I'm a holistic self love coach if you're still here. And I help women design their own lives through their intuition so they can have the best life ever, whatever that is for them. And I love you guys so much. And I have your greatest interest at heart. Bye.